Finding your medical director is not as difficult as you may think. And over 200 nurses that I've helped start just in 2022, start their aesthetic businesses and or IV hydration businesses. Finding a medical director has been a challenge, but it has not been one that has stopped them. And here's where the challenges come in, right here. And I have found that nurses are not prepared to approach this from a business perspective. A lot of the reasons why nurses believe they can't find their medical director is because they say to me, I don't know anybody. I work with a couple of doctors and they seem cool, but like, I don't know if they would do that for me. And that is the first and biggest mistake that I see from a lot of nurses, because nobody's doing you a favor. This is a business opportunity. And in order for you to find the right medical director, you have to be strategic in how you approach that situation. The first thing you need to do is understand that it is not somebody doing you a favor. It is a business opportunity that you are allowing someone the opportunity to join in business with you. You're the visionary of this business, and understanding that not everyone is going to fit the bill to join your business. And it is okay if they do not, because you want to make sure you have the right collaboration or the right medical director. That's the first part. The second thing, when it comes to finding your medical director, you have to be marketable. Think about it. Physicians, just like we do, work extremely hard for their medical license, and they will not be willing to work with anyone who has not shown that they are able to run this business, that they are trustworthy, and they have the backstory or the background that will make a physician actually want to get involved with them. You have to think about it. And so in the boot camp, you have to create a portfolio. I am not sending nurses out here to look crazy. My thing is, and this is something that I had to learn the hard way, I had to remove the doctor-nurse relationships that we were used to seeing at the bedside, that I was used to seeing at the bedside, and really step into my business, put my business hat on, and realize that it didn't have nothing to do with whether I was a nurse and whether they were a doctor, and it had everything to do with business. And just like in any potential business transaction, I had to make sure that I came to the table, and that the nurses that who come through my boot camp, that they come to the table prepared, okay? And so what we do in the boot camp is we do a portfolio. I'm talking about a binded portfolio is what you have to create, where we have your resume, we have your certificate of completion from this course. People sleep on that. If you go to a medical doctor and you already know everything about the business, and you're able to, because they don't know in most cases. And so you're able to tell them everything about the aesthetic business and how you're going to run it. And you've also put some skin in the game by making an investment in a course. They're listening. They're like, oh, okay, well, you're for real. Because a lot of people come and talk and they hear that all the time. You're literally, by doing this, you're setting yourself apart from the others. The next thing is, a lot of nurses try to have this discussion at the nurses station, or in the break room, or in the surgery area, or wherever you are working, where you talk to them. That is not what we want to do. We are not having a business conversation under the hospital setting, period. We need to take it off the hospital setting so that we feel like we are equally yoked to them, because a lot of in the hospital, you just don't have that relationship, because that's just not what's the culture in the hospital. So we want to make sure we take it outside of there, and we want to have that conversation, and we want to come prepared. So in the boot camp, I also have my medical director who comes in, and she talks to you guys about being in a relationship with a medical doctor. And she tells you like all of their shortcomings and what they're looking for, and how you can present yourself in a way that you can get your medical director. In addition to that, I have a collaboration with a business that actually working with me. Now we have a collaboration because they see how I have nurses going through the boot camp, and they trust like, okay, these nurses, they're going to be well prepared, and they will be great to partner with these doctors. And so he comes in and he also speaks to you, and then you'll have the opportunity to get on a call with them Yes, get on a call and interview some doctors. So I want you to understand, when I say I take the work out of it for you, I really do, because I understand that it is a challenge for us. Next thing I really, and this is the last point I want you to remember, if you don't do nothing else, I want you to take this with you. When you are meeting with doctors, if you are going with the ones who work in the hospital where you work, I want you to understand that they are an employee just like you. And because they are an employee, 9 times out of 10, they will also have the employee mindset. We do not want to work or have anyone on our team who we have to fight to see the vision and the value of entrepreneurship. In addition to the collaboration that I have with that company that has the medical doctors for medical directors, I also teach you the strategies of how to find your own potential medical director. And there are certain values in that strategy as well. So I want you to know that they, not only the ones who you work with, may not be the better candidate. In some organizations, they don't even have the option to work outside of those organizations. They've already signed contracts, which prohibits them from using their license outside of those organizations. So this, again, I'm sure you did not know that. And this is why it's important to have a mentor and someone who can guide you through the process and through the journey. So don't let the medical doctor be a reason why you are not investing in your future and you're not starting this aesthetic practice and then having the life that you have dreamed of. I promise you, this mentorship and this bootcamp has taken all of the work out for you. Given that you follow the strategies and execute, you will definitely find your medical director, and at a reasonable cost.